So tonight I'm going to make the Paleo Savory breakfast casserole. This is the second attempt of making a cooking video, and hopefully I don't mess this one up. As you can see right now, I have the chorizo in the frying pan already getting going. The next step while that's going is to set the oven to preheat to 375 degrees, which I've already done. And that's a sweet potato. This is a cheese grater. So while that's going, you have to basically shred your sweet potato, and it's a lot easier if you do it while the chorizo is cooking. Let's see if this is a better angle for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. Got to cut the end off. Okay, so as you can see, I got all my sweet potato diced, or shredded, or whatever you want to call it. The chorizo is done. It's fallen apart and turned into a pile of sausage, basically. The next thing that you need to do is peel an onion and then chop it up and throw it in the blender so that it dices it up. So that way or chops it up. That way you don't have to do it by hand. It's way easier to just throw it in the blender. Okay, so as you see, I've cut my onion up into chunks. I did this because when you put it in the blender and throw it on, you turn on the blender, it cuts it up into, it dices it into better pieces. More even, I guess you'd say. This Ninja blender has been a lifesaver when it comes to time-consuming stuff. You just pulse it a little bit. That's it. And the whole onion's chopped. Then you add that into the sweet potatoes. Okay, so once you get all that diced up, you get everything shredded. You want to add 12 eggs into this bowl. Then you're going to add in all your spices. You'll beat everything together and stir it all up, and then we'll put it in a dish and throw it in the oven. You know, for the time, I'll get into that in a minute. But this is pretty much the most time-consuming thing is just shredding the sweet potatoes and getting the onions ready to go. The rest of this is real quick. Alright, so the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of hot sauce, a little bit extra just because I like hot sauce. One teaspoon of onion powder, I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of some chipotle seasoning just because I like spice. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. Now that you've got everything mixed together, you want to mix everything together now that you've got it all in the bowl. Break your eggs up. This is also one of those things that if you're making a really large casserole, you can just double the ingredients. Obviously, it'll feed more people. Now that I've got this pretty much mixed up, I'm going to add in the chorizo, and then we put a little bit of olive oil in the dish and we'll throw it in the oven. sure. I just blocked the whole thing there, but whatever.
What are you making?
Casserole.
Yummy.
I know, it's my favorite. Out of all the paleo meals that I've made, this is the one that I enjoy the most.
Oh, you used a different sausage this time.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you don't fuck it up. Ha! Kidding.
You take your ass back in the living room so you don't fuck up my video again. I'll make sure that that goes in there so that everybody knows. Okay, so now that I've got it all mixed together and put in the dish that I had already put the extra virgin olive oil in, you're going to kind of flatten everything out. And it's going to go in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. I really wish I would have put some bacon in here. Bacon makes everything better. And that's it. Now we wait. When it's done, I'll pull it out and get some video of what it looks like finished, and then we get to eat. For those of you who do not have a pug, you need one. This is what you need to clean your floor if you drop food, because he loves to pick it up, don't you, Hercules? They say you should wait 10 minutes before eating, but this is going to end up going into separate containers. Depending on how you cut this, you've got meals, 2 or 3 meals a day for at least 2 days, or 1 or 2 meals for 4 or 5. So it really just depends on how you cut it up. But that's it. This is one of my favorite paleo meals. This is awesome sauce right here.